That was great effort by Kenyon Martin on the closeout, and I like what George Karl did, taking out Carter, putting in Chiesa so Iverson could guard Derek Fisher and wasn't mismatched.
And I actually think their best lineup is with Allen Iverson playing the point guard position. Here's a guy that's a willing passer.
Hamby off the dribble. Can't get it for Kenyon Martin. Walton stays up on Carmelo Anthony. With Kobe Bryant already picking up his first, now they switch Fisher on Iverson. Falling away, puts it in. Phil Jackson called him. He said he's a remarkable athlete and said no one has ever been like him that he can remember that's played in this league.
I can remember playing with the Pacers, and we met the 76ers as Lamar Odom attacks the interior of the Nuggets defense. We met the Sixers about three, 4 years straight. And playing Allen Iverson, you just wanted to make him a jump shooter. When he knocks down that jump shot, you can forget about defending.
Anthony. Makes his drive, stumbles a bit. Kenyon Martin, a line drive, knuckleball. And Gasol the rebound.
Just like yesterday, I'd rather have Anthony in the post versus facing up on the wing where more help can get to him quicker.
There's Walton. Nice feed inside. And Gasol flips it in. Lakers off to a strong start, 54% from the field. And George Karl will call his first timeout. And the Lakers will receive their first standing ovation of the afternoon.
Well, as Mark said, he's one of the most incredible athletes ever to be in the NBA. There, going left into his step-back jumper.
And on the other end, you talk about ball movement, man movement, rewarding it as Lamar Odom attacks the rim. And how about Pau Gasol? Beautiful hook shot. Kareem is saying, "You stole my shot. You stole my shot."
The 2008 NBA Playoffs on ABC. Brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. And Lincoln. See your local Lincoln dealer and get into any new Lincoln with nothing but your name.
Just past the midway point, first quarter in L.A. George Karl and the Nuggets down 6. This is his 4th year as head coach of Denver, and locker room before the game, he was obviously very tense with the rest of his staff.
Go, Bobby, get somebody, Bobby. Come on. You said you knocked me. What'd you tell you knocked me? What'd you tell you knocked me? What'd you tell you knocked me? Who'd you tell that to? Who'd you tell that?
Playoff pressure does strange things. George looked like a right tackle looking to pull on a...
Those 4 other guys certainly aren't the linemen for the Broncos. They were hitting not like powder puff football. Man, you talk about shying away from contact.
Karl, though, led the team to a record of 50-32 as Anthony knocks down another. The 50 wins most ever by a number 8 seed, and it's the 3rd best record in team history. You win 50 games and you have to face the Lakers in the opening round. Odom. Nice drive, took his time, and he grimaced after he fell down. A slight limp as he's coming up the floor. That shot way off the mark. Here comes Fisher. Walton guarded by Linus Clazen. Part of a pretty good Denver bench. Nice move from Walton.
You like the patience of Luke Walton on the block. Waits until all the traffic is gone and then picks his defensive guy apart.
Hasn't been an easy year for Luke Walton. Injury is a big part of it. As Iverson misses, Walton tips it, but right to Carmelo Anthony. Camby keeps it alive. Camby's second in the NBA in rebounding, but he stepped out of bounds, and it's Laker ball as we send it over to Michelle.
Well, I think George Karl probably disappointed right now. He's asked his players in the last timeout to be more persistent and patient with their offense, to use the shot clock and not take quick shots. On defense, he said, everyone get a foot in the paint, help take away those easy buckets. And on offense, you saw they're still taking quick shots, guys.
Right now, shooting 36% from the field. One of the better shooting teams in the NBA. Walton has been aggressive. Gasol, nobody on him. Lead is up to 10.
Right now, the Lakers are getting anything they want on the offensive end. Going through Luke Walton, the inside-outside attack, and getting good results.
Ball kicked by Fisher. Lakers have not played since Tuesday. That was the final regular season game, so you can bet they've been itching to get back on the floor.
And what they've reduced Denver to is a jump shooting team. And where Denver's greatest strength is getting to the free throw line and attacking the basket.
And that's a point that Phil Jackson made prior to the game. The one thing they don't want is Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson getting to the foul.
Odom couldn't handle it, but Gasol can. Eduardo Nahara in the game for Denver. He's guarding Kobe Bryant right now. Bryant for three. And there's Nahara, another one of the players on Denver who's a good defensive player. As Jeff mentioned, they got some guys individually, very good defensively. Fisher staying with Iverson. Nice feed inside, and Camby will finish. Iverson amongst the league leaders in assists as well as scoring.
Well, he's an underrated passer. He's a playmaker. That time putting pressure on the defense and then finding Camby underneath.
Odom, the jump shot. Camby tips it, lost it. Walton's done some nice things since coming off the bench. Bryant, nice feed. Pretty pass, and Pau Gasol with 8 points in the early going.
That's what we talk about in the open. Is this Kobe Bryant's best season? Well, all-around play. That time, an aggressive play with the sole mission to make a play for somebody else.
Camby, nice move, up and under. And Odom with the foul. Marcus Camby will go to the line after he goes to the bench.
Here's what you say to your great players. Well, we know you're a great player, but who are you going to make better? And Kobe Bryant's mindset right now, get other guys involved because I can take this game over offensively anytime I want.
Pau Gasol, in the games he's played with the Lakers, is 22-5, and his presence has made Odom better as well. This year, the Lakers, one of the most efficient offensive teams in the NBA, and they're showing it here in the opening quarter, here in game one with this 10-point lead.
And what you're always trying to do as a basketball coach is get guys to give up good shots to get great shots. And their extra passes, turning down open shots to get the best possible shot. And it all starts with your best player in Kobe Bryant. When he gives it up, others too will follow suit. Here, a great pass to Odom. Odom open on the jump shot, decides Gasol's got a better shot. Tremendous offensive basketball. 18 points in the paint already in a layup drill. They'd have more defensive resistance playing 5-on-0 right now in dummy offense than the Denver Nuggets are giving them.
Now, your frustration with the Denver defense or lack of, is it because they've got the ability, and as you mentioned, they've got some pretty good defensive players to do it. It's sometimes they just don't execute it at all.
Well, I always think defense comes down to your best players committing to playing at both ends. Because if you really want to win, and everyone says they want to win, but if you really want to win, you're going to guard because you can't rely on your offense to win it for you every night. And that comes down to Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson.
I agree with you. It comes down to the players, but it also comes down to the man in the suit, the head coach, demanding that you go out and execute defensively. There has to be accountability. It has to be preached every day, and then you go out on the floor and get it done.
George Karl has been a defensive-minded coach in a good part of his career. He's coached 5 different teams to the playoffs and tries to get them to play defense, but sometimes it's easier said than done. He preaches it.
Well, Jeff Van Gundy didn't try to get us to play defense when he was out coached. With all due respect, you demand it, and if you don't, then there's a price to be paid.
Yeah, but the relationship that has happened, you're scarred from that relationship for the rest of your life because of that.
You're right, but I think I'm going to make it, though.
There you see 5 different teams to the playoffs, including a good Milwaukee Buck team. He also led a Seattle Supersonic team to the NBA Finals in '96. His team lost to Phil Jackson's Chicago Bulls that year. As Carmelo Anthony hits the first. Reminder to visit NBA.com. You can get ready for the 2008 playoffs at NBAstore.com. Find the best selection of team jerseys, hats, t-shirts, and more. NBAstore.com, every team, one store. They're chanting DUI here at the Staples Center because of Carmelo Anthony and his recent arrest for driving